I'm only 16 and I've lost close to $1,000 trying to learn how to day trade. And in this video, I'm going to cover the 3 most valuable lessons I've learned from all these losses. Now you're probably wondering, how the hell did I lose close to $1,000 day trading at just 16? Well, it wasn't just through the markets, it was through gambling with meme coins, bad risk management, trading scams, emotionally trading. I've basically done it all. But in this video, I'm going to go over my mistakes so you guys don't have to make them and you can learn from mine. So getting straight into it, one of the biggest things that I've learned is that success takes time. A great example is becoming a professional at something. Now, usually you'll go to uni. The average uni course is 3 to 4 years, and then that's when you start making money after the course. So to become a professional at something, it takes at least 3 years, and then you start making money. Now, to correlate this with business and trading, a lot of people are thinking, oh, I just want to make money in the markets. They trade for a couple months and then they quit because they lost a bit of money. And in business as well, they'll start a business for a couple months, quit because it never made any money. But really, when you think about it, if you trade for 2 years and you become profitable, and that is a quick time to get rich, and that is an average time for a trader. So trading is actually a great way to get rich quick, but it just takes a bit longer than people expect. Now, of course, trading can take a bit longer. It can take 5 years. People said it can take even 7 years or 8 years until they start becoming profitable and start making money in the markets. Now, think of a doctor. They have 8 years sometimes of uni courses to go through. So it takes them 8 years until they start actually making money through their profession. So over all that time, they're thinking, oh, is this worth my time? Am I wasting my money? Am I wasting my life away learning this? The same thing happens in any business, in trading, and that is probably one of the biggest things that trading has taught me. Now, the second lesson I've learned is that consistency is the key to anything in life. Now, as I said earlier, trading has taught me some life lessons, and consistency is one that I'm going to carry for the rest of my life. How I like to remember this is, think about something you were trying to learn when you were younger. Maybe it was a video game like Fortnite, maybe it was a sport, instrument. You start playing it, you're pretty trash at it when you first start, and then you start grinding the game. I like to think of Fortnite because a lot of people played that when they were younger. You start playing, you're super bad, but then you get addicted and you think, okay, how do I get better at this? How do I get the victory royale? How do I keep winning? You grind every day and you spend hours on it, staying consistent. You don't realize it because you're just addicted to the game, but when you enjoy it and you just keep playing it every day, you get a lot better. That's the same thing with trading. When you first start trading, you first start a business, you're trash at it. You lose money, you're emotionally trading, you fall into all the traps that I fell into, you know, bad risk management, trading scams, all of that, trying to just make money. But the way to get better is to consistently trade every day, consistently try to get better every single day. And that is the way to get better at anything in life. If you're playing basketball, for example, when you first start playing basketball, you can't even dribble the ball between your legs. You can't dribble it behind your back without losing it. You're wondering where the ball is when you're dribbling. You're just dribbling with one hand. You're missing all your layups. You're missing your shot. You can't even reach the ring when you shoot from the three-pointer. And you go home and you liked playing it, but you sucked at it. So what do? If you start going 5 times per week and going to the courts playing basketball every day, you keep playing and you keep getting better. You don't even have to play every day. You play just 5 times, 4 times a week, but you show up every single day. Sometimes you're sick, sometimes you're injured. The key is to never miss 2 sessions in a row though. So even when you were sick, you might have been sick for, if you were sick for 2 days, that's just unlucky, but you always try to go once. You might skip a day, you always go the next day. You can't skip twice or else it builds a new habit, but you keep going. Soon you start dribbling between your legs, soon you start making up combos, you start hitting your 3-pointers, you start hitting your layups, you start building all these new skills from the game of basketball and from consistency of showing up every day and trying to get better. And I really feel like trading is a good example of this, because you start trading, you're bad. The only way you can get better, you can start reading the markets, you can build your psychology, is just by showing up every day. The third and final lesson that trading has taught me is to never conform to anyone and never believe what anyone says about you. So I'll tell you guys a story. When I first started trading over a year ago, my two best friends were talking about this plumber vet course, which is basically you get traineeship to become a plumber, and they were doing it for good pay. They were talking about, you know, plumbers get 200k per year, and they asked me, should we do this vet course together? And I was like, nah, I want to start day trading, I want to learn day trading. And I've only been learning for like a month or two at that point, so I really knew nothing about it. And my two closest friends at that time, they told me, bro, that's gambling, no one is successful in that business, you know, you gotta actually get like a good paying job that's secure. And they were telling me all these negative things and trying to bring me down, but I knew in the back of my mind that because they don't have the same goals as me, because they think that we're taught that 200 grand a year is a lot of money, even though 25% is going to go to tax, 25% is going to go to food and basic rent and everything, basic living. And I'm thinking, I want to become a millionaire, I want to be rich, I want to buy the Lamborghini, I want to buy the nice mansion. But because they don't have the big goals, the people around you don't have those same mentality and the same dreams that you do, they're not going to understand it. So they will try to keep you on their level without realizing it, and I don't hold that against them at all. And even my family, some of them, they tell me, you know, you're still doing that, like, they don't believe in me, and they tell me, get a good 9 to 5, get a good do a good vet course to get a good paying job. I can be secure, and that's the life that they lived. So they don't understand, especially your parents, if they have a 9 to 5, they don't understand a different life of being successful, having a lot of money. But because we're young, we have dreams of getting a lot of money, getting rich, being successful. We can it's kind of tangible for us, but they're so far gone in their life that they really can't get to that point. They could if they had a great mindset shift, but they try to bring you down to their level, and they try to do what they know. They know that a 9 to 5 can get you through life, but yeah, you can't listen to what anyone says about you. People have called me names, they've mocked me about trading, and I never believe any of it, because I know, even though I've been trading for a year, I've made no money. It brings me back to the first point, success takes time. Because I know that success takes time, I know that in a couple years time it's all going to be worth it, and that all of these people, they don't have the same mindset as me, and you can't hold it against them really, but you just have to keep working and you will get towards your goals. And if you follow the second point, which was consistency is the key to anything in life, you will really succeed in anything that you do, because these three things that I've learned, I feel like if you follow them, it leads to a great life. If you Don't listen to what people are saying about you and your goals. You're going to just keep working, and if you're consistent in what you do, you'll keep getting better. And then if you understand that success takes time, you won't quit after a couple months of, you know, bad luck and a few losses, and even a couple years. You understand that success takes time, and that it's going to take time for you to achieve your goals and become what you want in your life. But you can get there. So some extra points if you made it to the end of the video. Comment windy, because it's quite a windy day, it's quite a nice day, you know, windy day. Comment that below. But some extra tips for you guys that made it: don't follow any trading copy trading scams. So people, if you're trading, people will say, you know, you just have to go on my website, go on and you just copy my trades and you can make like 10k per month. Don't believe it, guys. I fell down that trap before. You gotta sail your own ship so that you are in control of your success and not relying on someone else to copy your trades. That is how I lost a lot of money. And don't fall into meme coin traps as well. When meme coins were getting popular, bought a couple meme coins, me and my friends, and yeah, lost like $100 or something doing that. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys learned something from this. That is the key. That is why I'm making this video. Please learn from my mistakes. The top 3 things I've learned, let's just recap them. Number 1, success takes time. Number 2, consistency is the key to anything in life. And number 3, never conform to anyone and never believe what anyone says about you. So hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next video.